welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. If this is your first time, welcome. Glad you can be here. Today I'm going to be checking out Kid Story and Kid Story 2. This song has been recommended right from the very beginning. Well, Kid Story 2 was, and then somebody suggested I check out the first one before I do the second. So what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to do them both. And the second one is going to be the acoustic version because that's been recommended a lot. So let's just jump right into it.
Yo, it's not a true story. The story's true. Just a little give the kids some brittling, twitchy finger fiddling and pissing in the litter bin. Pity's what they're giving him, the finger's what he's giving back. Pity she's a bitch and treats the kiddie like a little twat. Jimmy was a piggy in the mid.
30 seconds in and Mr. Key is already, man, kid's acting up, so they just drug him, give him some Ritalin. People are showing him pity, but he's just throwing up his middle finger instead.
But pity she's a bitch and treats the kiddie like a little twat. Jimmy was a piggy in the middle of a bloodbath. Dirty rotten upstart, bucking up his one chance. Trisha was a witness and a victim to her father's fist. Carves her skinny wrist a bit suspicious that she asked for it. Toast a happy couple, had a...
I didn't catch her name, but there's a girl that's a victim. She sees, and she's also a victim of her father's violence. And then she, I guess, cuts her wrist, whether she commits suicide or is cutting herself, thinking that she's the problem, that she's the reason why her mom and why she's getting beat up.
Father's fist, carves her skinny wrist a bit suspicious that she asked for it. Toast a happy couple, had a son but never simplified. They loved the kid but lacked the basic skills to give it right. Isn't like they didn't try, pocket your opinion. God don't wanna listen to your gossiping and whinging. Wash
Couple kids, both from bad childhoods, get together, have a kid themselves. But they lack the parenting skills because they were never raised by real parents. And then all society does is heap their opinion on them. Man, this is a deep song.
Right, pocket your opinion. God don't wanna listen to your gossiping and whinging. Wash him in a system, baptize him in obedience. Fronting like you're pure and force feeding him your greediness. Treat him as a deviant and leave him in the margin. Weed him out the garden and completely disregard him. He's getting older now.
Leave him in the margin, weed him out of the garden, completely disregard him.
You're pure and force feeding him your greediness. Treat him as a deviant and leave him in the margin. Weed him out the garden and completely disregard him. He's getting older now. How you gonna hold him down, and why should he obey the rules inside the school that sold him out? Used to be that you could see the light, his eyes are colder now. Shoulders hunched and fuck with skunk for puffing with an older crowd. This ain't a story about a kid who couldn't sort it out. Drugs are just a normal thing we do to keep the boredom out in smaller towns. All that's really going down is petty crime. Getting high, necking pines, fighting and forgetting why. Simon had the messy mind.
Oh man. Like, what else do you do in small towns? Do drugs, have sex, drink, and then fight, and then don't remember why you did any of those things.
Petty crime, getting high, necking pines, fighting and forgetting why. Simon had the messy mind. Megan was a lost soul. Met her in a dance, pirouetting on a hot coal. Birds with dirty feathers stick to...
Okay, I'm gonna bring it back here. So the kid at the beginning meets a woman, they have a kid. Now this kid has grown up and met another woman. So I'm on the right track.
So, met her in a dance, pirouetting on a hot coal. Birds with dirty feathers stick together in a foxhole. And use the lover's glue to plug the wounds and bloody bomb holes. Welcome to the stronghold. Enter and escape the fight, tried to break the cycle, turning every sign of day to night. Hate and unabated strife, straight without a chaser, right? Knock it back. Safe to say the odds were stacked away from side. And Megan trying to make a safer space to try to create a life. They played it right and made it beautiful and safe inside. A fateful night, a child was born.
Man, that's so awesome. Even despite the childhood that they had. You know, they worked together, and she worked really hard to make a safe place for both of them.
Life, they played it right and made it beautiful and safe inside. A fateful night, a child was born without a state of mind. The lovers dedicated both their lives to try to raise it right. So raise your glass to two courageous hearts to change the path from hate and darkness into love and light, and made it last. Some days are hard to face, and mate, you can't escape the past, but you could look the bastard in his dirty fucking face and laugh and take a chance.
You can't change the past, but you can look the dirty bastard in his face and laugh. Man, this song is deep.
You could look the bastard in his dirty fucking face and laugh and take a chance on what your love will bring. Oh, bloody blah, in case of ours, the song the mother sings. Trouble is to have together afters getting hard today. The modern state will make an education to a marketplace, commodify the earth for what it's worth, and if your dirt's
turning the education system into a marketplace.
They will make an education to a marketplace, commodify the earth for what it's worth, and if your dirt's poor, they'll ostracize your children at the bottom of the workforce. There's only ever one.
If your dirt is poor, so you're dirt poor, your children aren't going to have the opportunities to succeed. They put them on the bottom of the workforce.
State will make an education to a marketplace, commodify the earth for what it's worth, and if your dirt's poor, they'll ostracize your children at the bottom of the workforce. There's only ever one winner in a turf war that licks a pretty penny out the pittance that you work for. Whose world is this? I'm working so the kiddies know the world is yours, but first of course you've got to nick it though. Fuck a politician whistling that Britain's broke. Shit's a joke, he's probably sniffing code from out of 50 notes. Stop. Sure, it's all truth that you spit right, but what's all this got to do with the kid's life? Well, pop your corn, stop moving and sit tight. It's all linked, his eyes blink, lose a bit of insight. You see inside the kid's mind, his thinking's been developing. Ever since a little youth, the kid he's been intelligent, but wouldn't toe the line. That's why they think he isn't getting it. He's getting it, and simply he considers it irrelevant, isn't it? He's literal.
So this is another kid. This is their child now. They're saying he's not getting it, but he's getting it. He just thinks it's irrelevant.
Getting it, he's getting it, and simply he considers it irrelevant, isn't it? He's literate and thinking for himself. And there's the question, why there's little truth in what you tell? You treat him like he's little, like your bigger time will tell. Authority's your shot and he ain't buying what you sell. I see you trying it, paying lip service to autonomy. I check the purpose in your personal philosophy. It's like you're working in a version.
So I gotta bring it back to that friggin' synthesizer or whatever that was right there. Oh, that was sick.
I check the purpose. What you sell, I see you trying it, paying lip service to autonomy. I check the purpose in your personal philosophy. It's like you're working in a version of Monopoly. Your person's only purpose is to service the economy. But honestly, no, fuck that, it's on a better track. To make music, move units, stay rapping, that's a fact. Probably wasn't what.
That was friggin' awesome.
Purpose is to service the economy, but honestly, no, fuck that, it's on a better track. To make music, move units, stay rapping, that's a fact. Probably wasn't what you expected. A lotus flower grown from out the bottom of the cesspit, that's a fact. Probably wasn't what you expected. A lotus flower grown from out the bottom of the cesspit, that's a fact. Probably wasn't what you expect. Probably wasn't what.
I'm sorry. I have to put it back because I was so in tune with that beat that I didn't hear that whole verse there.
You expected a lotus flower grown from out the bottom of the cesspit, that's a fact. Probably wasn't what you expected. A lotus flower grown from out the bottom of the cesspit, that's a fact. Probably wasn't what you expect. Probably wasn't what you expect. Probably wasn't.
He was a lotus that grew from the bottom of a cesspit.
Probably wasn't what you expect. Probably wasn't what you expect. Probably wasn't what you expect. Probably wasn't what
Man, that song, that That was, my friends, was magnificent storytelling. What a lyrical genius that dude is. My goodness. Just jump right into part 2. See if he blows my mind a second time.
Take 2.
Just want to say, one of my favorite things to do is to listen to live music in a pub like this. There's something about it, small, closed in, you know, the rawness, the realness of it. So great.
He started shotting for free, bags of weed to feed habitual needs. He can't have what he wants, but he could get what he needs. So what's he need? The feeling of peace, cause the beef never ceased in his house, and now he's deep in the streets, but ain't a fuck.
He can't get what he wants, but he can get what he needs. And it helps him escape like all the fighting that's in this house. Puts him on this, oh man.
Cause the beef never ceased in his house, and now he's deep in the streets, but ain't a fuck. Just wanna have fun and take drugs. Fuck up in school, they don't understand us.
Alright. I have a feeling this song is going to be very relatable to me. That last song, the first kid story, it hit me pretty hard because I grew up in a poor neighborhood, and I saw that cycle plenty of times, and you know, I saw what can happen if, you know, families get on welfare and then their kids are on welfare, and then those kids end up having kids who then stay on welfare, and the cycle never breaks regardless of how hard they try. And I saw a lot of friends trapped in that cycle, and only a few of us got out from it. So and now they're talking, this second one's all about, you know, I'm guessing about growing up in a house here that he just doesn't fit in. He's always fighting, there's always beef, and then he turns to drugs. So this may hurt me a lot listening to this song, just so you know. It may hit me in a pretty vulnerable place, because I witnessed it a bunch of times with friends. I've lost people due to drugs. I've lost family due to drugs. So this may hit me a little bit harder. And I'm guessing the acoustic version might hit me even harder.
Wanna have fun and take drugs. Fuck up in school, they don't understand us. My brother man, thus. Now the blind lead the blind through the blind alleyways in their minds. And it was fine for a time, he had the time of his life. Getting high as a kite and run the skies every night. Spent his days getting blazed, still black in his grades. And now his mates are his family, good family mate. That's insanity, ain't shit changed. He stayed casual, deranged, straight damage his brain, played happily. Chatting straight for after his mates like it ain't damaged me. But pain, panic and hate's a strange tapestry. Embroidered.
Pain, panic, and hate is a strange tapestry. Oh man. Like, I know this story, man. Like this, I know this story firsthand.
Damage me, but pain, panic and hate's a strange tapestry. Embroidered with the poison tip, destroyed the kid. As soon as he was old enough to leave, he just avoided it. Headed south to smash it on some universe, my oyster shit. Back at home, he's just a little dick they're disappointed with. What would you choose? Uni with some new crews, boozing through his blue moods and hid it well, so who knew? He kept it too loose, alphabet soup juice. Could have wrote the manual on how to get your screws loose. What a strange holiday. Got some coke, got some K. Let's get waste, what a waste. What's this prick? No, could have been anything. Now he sits getting grim down the disco. You know how this shit goes. weekenders, 3-day benders, the all week legless, the weeks of relentless adventures, head full of tension, dementia, years of addiction, dependence, etc. Stress gonna get you down. He played that tranked out clown, paint a smile on his frown. It kept running, nobody said nothing, but he could see it in their eyes tell no lies, and that's why he's been avoiding his friends but ain't avoiding the poison. Poison was poised to destroy him. Your boy's been employed in the void since his mum left, but what's the point getting upset? Just fill up the cup to get gutters, adjust to less love and self-destruct. You deserve it, son, you ain't worth shit. If you were, but your mother is still blurted, left you to burn in the furnace. Thought not, middle fingers up to the Lord God, sniffing on a sure shot. White dust covers for the sore spot, raw nerves, jangling ends, burned and mangled. How thought not, middle fingers up to the Lord God, sniffing on a sure shot. White dust covers for the sore spot, raw nerves, jangling ends, burned and mangled. How you managing? Mangled on trank, trams and Valiums and Talipram. Stress management, manhandle a mood, washed down with a gallon of booze. Rocker trapped out, swagger with the raggedy crew. Old fams like, damn, what happened to you? What happened to who? Getting hard to recognise, dead inside, ketamized. Fed his debtors with pathetic lies, pennywise. His main priority was getting high to get him by. Necking booze to get him pissed, sniffing coke to get him high, necking blues to get a kick. The derelicts are begging for help, who's listening? That's why he's riding his bike in the rain, whistling. People are strange when you're a stranger, and faces look ugly when you're alone. And even though he's rarely ever on his own, it's unlikely you find it with people that truly know him, so nobody really noticed him slip. One day at a yard with some kids he used to sit with and sniff, he stood up, said I'll be back in a bit, and I can still see the stains on the pavement where they kind of a hit. Shit. Or maybe that's my guilt playing tricks, cause I saw it and I didn't say shit. Next week is heartfelt eulogies, the usual, and everybody wanna play tunes at the funeral. Everyone agreed it was beautiful, but since I seen his need and didn't make any move at all, it didn't seem to me to be suitable. And everybody wanna play tunes at the funeral. Everyone agreed it was beautiful, but since I seen his need and didn't make any move at all, it didn't seem to me to be suitable. And out here, it's just business as usual, business as usual. Out here, it's just business as usual, business as usual.